What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Football La. I'm here with Sal and we have another special guest over here on the right. Dil can't join us because Dil says he can't face the camera after the horrific loss between Warriors and Garina Young Lions, because the Young Lions just finally got their first victory after 19
finally
games.
man. Guys, I think it's a very good win for them because against Warriors, it's not easy to play against Shari Isha and and Bahaki Kaizan. So what do you think of the win?
I don't know man, Dil, what do you think?
Wait, told you not to say my name.
Sorry, Dil is here. And Dil, what do you think of the Young Lions victory?
Alright, bye, sorry, goodbye. What do you think? Well, someone had to, at least one team had to be the one that has to face the loss, right?
True.
Just happened to be us, and the goats of the league, the Safwan Bahar routines of the league. But hey, I mean, it's alright. It doesn't change anything for us. We're still the fourth, I guess. So
you know why it doesn't change anything? It's because Hougang United lost to Home United.
Yeah, it's quite a sad day because we were hoping, it was something like us to recover from the Singapore Cup defeat. It was so disappointing.
But apparently, in the first half, Home United had 0 shots on target. We had more shots on target.
Nice.
So whatever happened after the halftime, I don't know.
Okay, so Hougang fans, what do you think of the decision to play Anumantan to have his first match against you guys?
Big move.
For me, well, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But Anu, you are still my guy, man.
Yeah,
I still love you.
Let me just say one thing. Anu is my favorite, up and coming player.
Does he still have a beard?
No. He was
Grow
clean shaven.
your beard.
Can't. National service.
Don't lose your identity. Get kicked out of national service for it.
Seeing Anu start for Home U and make his appearance for Home U against Hougang. That's his first match back in the S.league. It's a bit, it's painful, but he's a player, he has to play. You can't really, as much as you like a player, as much as you want them to play for your team, we all know players, they have their own rice bowl to feed and all. So sometimes it's best not to question why players have to change teams and all. The same thing for Stipe and everything. I mean, I have nothing against him, nor am I a huge fan of him.
We do that. All of us do that on a very regular basis, especially in Singapore. Right? We change jobs because of better pay.
Exactly.
And we can't blame the footballers for doing that. Yes, of course, there are certain footballers that really win over the hearts of the players. So it's a bit tough for those fans to see those players go away. But I guess it's a reality you live with, that footballers really
basically, I want to go back to Anu's situation. Well, he's serving his NS for the home team. Basically, if you all didn't know, he's actually serving in the civil defence, which qualifies him to play for Home United. Well, I think Home United has this advantage where they can take any of those players who can serve national service and just play for them. It's not being fair.
Like Irfan Fandi, for example, serves in the police.
So, what do you call the Home United Youth Development Program?
Simple. SPF, SCDF. At least Warriors have pulled out from AHFC, so they can't take Lionel Tan. So,
Ami, could you come back, please? Before we go into the S.league, we had some national team games that happened. We had a friendly against Qatar where we were just trying to warm up, and then I heard it took us almost 24 hours to get from Qatar to Turkmenistan. We played a match against Turkmenistan, which was a Asian Cup qualifier.
Important game, we had to win it in order to qualify for the next round or have a chance to qualify. Right now, as it stands, it's pretty tough for us to do that because we lost to Turkmenistan
by a last-minute goal.
By a last-minute goal. One thing positive that I must say is, we didn't get to see the match, but to see Irfan Fandi's name on the score sheet, that was at least there's a glimpse of hope somewhere.
It's a glimpse of hope at the end of the tunnel. Basically, Irfan having a very famous father, all expectations on him which isn't fair because Irfan is not Fandi. Only thing is he only have his father's name, but I think Irfan, if you try your best, I hope that you get better in time. Okay?
You know, what I feel is that I think maybe Sundram is trying to give him the chance to play up front this time. Then we've seen him being played right at the back for so many games. He's always playing at the back. What do you guys think about the sudden decision to put him up front?
Well, to me, he has a height. Okay, he's built as a striker. He started off as a striker. You know, I saw him playing for the sports school. He started off up front. He has the height. So why not try him? Why waste his talents at the back? You know, you got a lot of defenders in the S.League who have yet to make a debut. Lionel Tan, one example. We can say
A lot.
who's the Warriors guy? Who's the defender?
Americ Ong?
Wailun, Americ Ong.
Yeah.
Okay, you should give them opportunities.
Yeah.
Why keep playing all the Daniel Bennetts? I mean, no offense to Daniel Bennett, but you know he's already 38. You know you have to find a replacement for him. Okay.
My argument would be that we should find a replacement for him, but not totally leave him out of the squad.
We need some
maybe
experience.
Mustafic can be taken out.
I think we have enough people to replace Mustafic. If you're thinking you need some level-headed experience in the national team, maybe Bennett still has a role to serve. But then, is it a role that say someone younger? And okay, sorry, Warriors fans say Baihaki should probably be in the team because I mean if Bennett is there, he's maybe not as good as Bennett, but you know if you're talking about experience and a bit more younger, a bit more. Someone who can add experience for the next few years at least would have been by. But for me, it's a tough question to answer because I like players being played in their positions when it comes to the national team because something we see Sundram do again and again is like shoehorn players into positions they don't know to play. Like Safwan player has played everything other than goalkeeper.
playing at the back.
Yeah, Sufami playing at the back. So it is odd for me personally to see that. So maybe if Irfan spends most of his season being a defender, he should be primed to be a defender. So maybe he should think about being there. But he's a very useful option. Say if you're chasing a late goal, you push him up and he can go get a
I think that's what happened in the SEA Games as well.
Yeah, so that would be a good way to go about utilizing him in both sectors. But before we go on, you mentioned that we couldn't watch the match, right? So we are all Singapore football fans. We all belong to Brigata. How did you feel about the total radio silence we had from Turkmenistan?
I mean, it shows that our broadcasters aren't very interested in our local football. I mean, this is Singapore, man. We are not from England. Keep showing all the Premier League games. We are not England, Paul, or we are not from Liverpool.
We used to be a colony of
we
Great
used to be a
Britain,
colony, but
They went off already.
Yeah, they went off, man.
Like
so
the
why-
army left us.
but where is the Singapore games, man? I know that there's not many Singaporeans who are really very keen to watch, but they are interested. Okay, I heard a lot of punters. Maybe they like to bet, but they are really interested in all the games. All our people are looking. They want to watch football. So broadcasters, where are the Singapore games? We can't depend on all these online streams. And you see,
It's
Singtel,
illegal. It's illegal.
It's illegal. No, Singtel are banning us. So you should show your opportunity. Show Singapore games. Don't worry about this one. Don't worry about making money or anything. We as Singapore football fans, we want to watch the games. Alright.
So we are in a lot of chat groups where it was just flooded with, hey, does anyone know what's happening? Does anyone know what's happening? Because let's be honest, Twitter was not very helpful. The Singapore FAS page itself had we heard that they had trouble connecting with the people and they didn't get the scores in, and they posted during halftime that the score was 0-0 when it was 1-1 because really they couldn't get information. So
Could it be internet problem? But I don't think so, man.
it is a far away country, but we probably maybe moving on. They should think about a proper media strategy where you go and test it out, and if they can't communicate it back to Singapore so that the FAS can put it on their Facebook page and say, like, hey guys, we are going to have technical issues, we are not going to be able to do this, because at least that way the fans know, right? So everyone just keeps refreshing the pages, hoping for something. Like the coach of Albirex Niigata were tweeting updates out just because he could see no one else was doing it. And again, he also got it wrong because again, no one knew what was happening in Tajikistan.
Okay, so back to the S.league.
So we do have a couple of S.league games coming up very soon. The first one is big one for you guys.
Okay.
Albirex versus Hougang.
Yeah,
Predictions?
gut feeling says it's gonna be a draw, but I want it to be a 1-0 victory for Hougang United.
I think it's going to be. I think it's for me. I'm going to play safe. I will predict a 2-2 all.
And Hougang crew from Jurong as well, right?
Yeah, it's going
just
to be
for
quite
you.
near for me.
Yeah.
It's the other end of the world for me.
So right after that, Home U is gonna play Balestier Plaza.
Who do you think is gonna win? Warriors?
Oh,
or
yeah,
David,
yeah.
Hougang or Albirex?
Sorry who's, but I think Albirex is gonna win 2-1. They're a tough team to beat at their home ground. Let's be honest.
Oh well.
Yeah. Moving on very quickly to the next day, on Friday, we have a Home United versus Balestier Plaza. Home U will have to try and win this to be even in contention for the title. So what do you think is going to happen?
Raihan is gonna score against Home U.
Yeah?
Uzaifa Aziz too.
Yeah?
Yeah, for me, Raihan will score, but too bad. Home U, I think, will grab all the points. Yeah, I think it'll be
3-2 to Home U.
To Home U?
The two scorers on
Actually-
Balestier will be ex-Hougang players.
Actually, yeah, you stole my prediction because Balestier just scored like 4 goals against DPMM or something.
Yeah.
3 goals against DPMM.
We scored 4 goals against DPMM too,
Yeah.
man.
And then they scored 2 goals against us.
Yeah, so maybe I'm still gonna go for a 3-2 win for Home United for this one.
Yeah, for me, 2-1 win.
Who do you think is gonna score?
For Home U or
No, for Balestier.
Hazwan and Raihan Rahman, I think.
Raihan is gonna score from the free
Raihan,
kick.
yeah, again.
Raihan, hopefully you are doing well there. Yeah, hopefully I will see you next year.
Hope to see you back in Hougang.
Yep. And you know it in your heart, right? Alright. So then the next Saturday is we have 2 matches going on is Young Lions versus Geylang and then Brunei versus Warriors in Brunei. So Young Lions versus Geylang. Does it matter?
I guess it matters for Young Lions to get out of the bottom
Uh-huh.
of the table. So I'm gonna say after Young Lions beat Warriors, they're gonna have a huge confidence booster. So I think maybe a 1-1 draw or 1-0 victory for the Young Lions.
I would say for Hougang's sake, I would hope that Young Lions will do a shot again.
That's
But-
why I said that too.
Yeah. So 1-0 to Young Lions.
What do you think?
So for me, I think Vincent Subramanian is doing a really good job in like getting these players back into shape and just not tolerating any nonsense from them, which is crucial when newer players are that young. And they won once against us, so I'm gonna say 1-0 to Young Lions as well.
Yeah.
And
See, we don't hate Young Lions, you see?
exactly, we only support the winners. Sorry. So then it's gonna be Brunei versus Warriors.
I got a question. Are you flying over to Brunei?
I'll be there in spirit. Sorry.
You should though. It might be the last time.
I would love to, but
Work.
no, I'll be in Malacca.
Oh, right.
So
Wrong country, bro.
Wrong country. Almost there, except the wrong side.
So, what do you think the score is gonna be?
I think Warriors is gonna win this.
Yeah.
This
Does
1-0.
Does DPMM even care? anymore?
Yeah, I don't think they do, and I hope Warriors wins this just because I would like Young Lions to kind of not be the last. I would like DPMM to end up last. So I really hope they're gonna try and win this. Warriors are gonna try and win this. So because since we have nothing to play for, it's a bit tough to find some inspiration, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So what about you guys? What do you think?
I think 2-0 to Warriors. Sharil Ishak is gonna score 1. Dolaku is gonna score 1.
Oh yeah.
For me, if you want to know, DPMM has not won in Brunei since March, so it will be a 4-0 victory for Warriors.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, that's all we have for today's show. Thanks Sal for coming on
Yeah,
board.
thank you all.
This was a last minute thing, by the way.
I just met him walking and we said want to be on the show.
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy enough to come on the show like that.
Okay, man.
Thank you for coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, your mom, your girlfriend, your dad, sister, brother, wife,
6.5 hours later.
brother-in-law, sister-in-law, grandfather, grandmother,
Your
and all
dog, your dog's grandfather.
that. Yeah.
But,
Alright.
and if you want to catch a match, anything Hougang related, these guys, anything
If going to
not the
Brunei-
Warriors, like sorry I'm not going this time around, but if you want to go for some of these matches, I'm sure I'll be there too. So just drop us a message and we can go down together and have a good time.
Comment down below also if you know you've got any score predictions of your own. Alright.
Right.
See you guys in the next episode. Peace.